Hi everyone, how you guys doing? It's Faven. Thank you not my channel today. So I wanted to talk about, like what the title says, sperm counts yet again. So little recap. Me and my husband are trying to have a baby. We've been trying for many years without using any protection. And if you're not using protection, you're really trying to. So we have not been using protection at all, and we've been, whatever. So nothing has happened. We had a sperm analysis done last year and a half ago, and he told me it was low, but I figured, he just said low. I didn't think he said no sperm count. But then last Friday, actually a week from today, a week ago from today, we got our results back. Well, the results been back, but we just never followed up because I just got really discouraged, and I just stopped trying to. I just stopped TTCing. I just lived my life, and so back at it again. Gave myself more than a year and a half of just, let's do it naturally to see what's, a year and a half. A lot of things can change within a year and a half. So we went back for our visit, and it was not a good visit at all. He was told that he had no sperm count, which the medical term for no sperm count is azospermia. I believe that's what it's called, azospermia. But he did not diagnose him with azospermia because he wanted to do another sample. So actually right now I'm just leaving the fertility clinic on dropping the sample. My husband couldn't come. Not meant for a pond, but he couldn't be with me. He does not feel comfortable giving a sample there, which I completely totally understand. That's just something that's private. So I was having a hard time trying to get in contact with the clinic. I've been calling them since, like, we were supposed to drop it off on Wednesday, but my husband ended up baby dancing with himself that Tuesday. So I'm like, well, we can't give a sample now. I'm like, I told you not to. And anyways, that's no other here or there. So I rescheduled it for today, but I forgot to get the container from them. And I work at a medical facility, so I got a sterile, clean specimen, a urine cup. And they weren't picking up the phone, so I just decided to drive 20 minutes. It's not far, but for where I live, everything is just so close to me. So I drove up here, asked them. They're like, oh, I was just calling you. I'm like, I didn't pick up the phone because I don't know the number, and I've been getting a lot of soliciting phone calls, so I don't feel like being bothered with soliciting phone calls. Let me slow down because they don't play around this area. So I didn't pick up the phone, and when I got here, she had already sent me a message on my chart, like, yeah, it's okay to do it. And I'm like, I'm already here, so I might as well just go ahead and get the container. So I called my husband. I said, I'm on my way home. Start getting ready to give the sample. By the time I got home, he had already gave the sample, so I had to collect it. She told me last year when I brought the sample last year, I had put the sample in my pocket, and I transported to the facility in my pocket. And it was August, so it was nice and warm outside. But this time, it's like 40 something degrees. It's really beautiful. And so she said to make sure I put it like very close to my body, like for the specimen cup to be touching my body. So she said to put it in between my boobs and my bra. My husband was so disgusted. I'm like, so I put it in between my chest, and I came all the way over here. I almost got into a car accident. It's just like, I was like, please, Lord, don't let the cops pull me over, or don't let me get into a car accident. Let me just drop this off safe and sound. Thankfully, I was able to drop it off and be on my way. So they said that the preliminary report will be in tomorrow or today, and then the final result will be in on Tuesday. So it's just, azoospermia is, like I said, it's a condition where there's no sperm in the sample he gives. But after doing a lot of research, and after talking to the OB doctor, who I want my OB to be if I ever get pregnant, because I work with her also, so, speaking with her, and she said she knows someone very close to her that was diagnosed with azoospermia. So now there's two different types of azoospermia. I'm not sure if I made a video on this or not. I don't remember if I did, but there's two types of azoospermia. One is obstructed azoospermia, and the other one is non-obstructive azoospermia. So the difference between them two is the obstructive azoospermia. That means that there is an obstruction, like a blockage in somewhere in the tubes. So he needs to go to urology. Well, the urologist is who's the one who's going to diagnose him with that. You have to go to urology, and then they would have to look at the specimen, like do I guess an ultrasound or whatever they do to see where the blockage is, and if he needs to have surgery or not, or if it's a non-obstructive azoospermia. It just probably means that he does not produce sperm, period. What the Dr. H, what he believes is that the sperm comes out, but most of it does not. It goes back to the bladder, because after my husband ejaculates, he has to run to the bathroom all the time. He has to go to the bathroom. So my husband urinates a lot. So I'm not sure if that's the reason why. I've never paid attention to it until the doctor mentioned it. Does he go to the bathroom after ejaculating? I'm like, all the time, he has to pee, he's been holding his urine. And I don't know, I'm not a man, so I can't be do all men urinate afterwards? I don't know. I can't answer that. I can only answer for my husband from what I have noticed. So that'd be a good question to ask if you are a person that is going through azoospermia. Have you paid attention to, do you have to urinate right afterwards, or does your partner have to urinate right afterwards? That would be a really good question to ask, because then kind of figure out where it's going on. So it's, for me, I am completely okay. The doctor said there's nothing that they could do for me. It's just, I just have to be patient, and he said it's going to be a very long process. And all of this, the person that, I'm kind of happy I went and gave this specimen today. Well, for me to give his specimen today, because the person that took the specimen from us is actually the one who's going to be doing it herself. So I felt at ease knowing, I could see the face of the person that did it, that's doing it, and she spoke with me, she eased my nerves, and they're really, really nice. I just wish that I knew the correct number, because I would have not been calling. When I said I was calling that number, I was calling that number every hour. From Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning, I called all the way to 5 o'clock in the evening. Same thing with Thursday. I called from 8:30 in the morning until 5 o'clock. And then I called this morning until like 9:30. And then I'm like, I sent the message. I left messages on voicemail, and then I sent a message via my chart. And then by the time I pulled up to the location, she sent me a message saying, "Oh, you don't need to come. Just collect the specimen, and then just after that you can come over." So I basically have done a lot of driving today. I've been driving cumulatively for like an hour, and I'm tired. I'm just really nervous to find out what the result is going to be. At least now we know what the result is from last year, but things could have changed. Like I said, the way we collected it could have changed. The way we transported it could have changed. Like, it's just, he was definitely drinking a lot of testosterone boosters at that time. I don't know. It's just his lab work that he did last week. I was comparing his previous year and a half ago and this one, and it seems like it's getting better. Certain things went up and certain things went down. So it's like, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. So we just have to wait until the 19th to see if the specimen that we collected, did it get better or did it get worse or did it stay the same? So I wouldn't know any of that until the 19th. The doctor was there today, but he had to go home sick. I wish I could have been able to see him real quick and for him to give me the results, so like, I don't have to keep on processing it through my head. But this is a rough journey. Like, this is a really rough journey. It's just you go through a lot trying to conceive. Oh Lord, you go through a lot trying to conceive a child. You go through a lot of ups and downs, and sometimes it's easy for people to get pregnant, have a healthy child, which I'm so happy and thankful that they are able to do that. I don't wish the process that I'm going through to anybody, because this is heartbreaking, this is time consuming, this is it's just like, especially for the men, like he took it pretty hard. What man wants to hear you don't have any sperm? And that's like, now he can kind of understand what I was going through when I was told, oh, you can't have a kid on your own, you have PCOS, you're not going to be able to have a child. Now he can kind of understand how I was feeling, where I was coming from, how frustrating, like, okay, you're a woman, and that's the one thing a woman is supposed to do, is to have a baby, and same thing for a man. It's like, the one thing you could do as a human being is to create another human being. But sometimes, it's not your time, it's God's time, and I keep on telling myself that, so that I won't feel so anxious about it, so that I will make myself feel better about it and not be so try to do this fast. But we've been at this for a very long time, and this is the second sperm analysis, and I'm hoping that this sperm analysis comes with, like, they always say it only takes one, and it's true, it only takes one. It's just, I don't want it to be like, oh, he only has one sperm. That's not going to work. And then now with the IVF situation, I might not even be able to do IVF any longer, because the position that I was going to be taking, most likely I'm not going to be taking that, because if I take it, I have to take a $6 pay cut per hour, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do. So it's just like, you think you were, someplace, and then all of a sudden, bam, you get kicked down, right back down to, oh, you thought that's what you're going to be doing. Yeah, so that's what I am going through right now, and I will try to keep you guys updated and let you guys know what results that I can find. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share.